Hello, HR enthusiasts. Welcome to another insightful episode of Everything HR. I'm your host, Manuel, CEO and founder of OmniHR. So today we're diving deep into the realm of talent acquisition. We'll be discussing effective recruitment strategies, attracting and retaining top talent, and embracing diversity and inclusion in the hiring process. So let's kick off today's discussion by unraveling the art of effective recruitment strategies. In a competitive job market, attracting the right talent is more crucial than ever. The real question is, how do we stand out and make our organization the top choice for top-tier candidates? Well, number one, leveraging employer branding. The highest quality candidates want to work for companies they find interesting, or at least have a positive image where they think they will pretty much just enjoy being. It might be upsetting to hear, but not everyone is a great fit for every company. And the company has to set up the recruiter for success by having the company be the kind of place that attracts top talent. So number two, utilizing diverse recruitment channels. After building a brand where people actually want to work, you have to make sure the right people are finding your open roles. There are a lot of different ways to make sure that happens. You can do paid ads, reach them directly, job boards, do it passively, or career fairs. All of these are examples of tools that I have used in the past, and each of them do work. Number three, optimizing job descriptions. Once you've found your avenue to reach your target, you are also going to want to make sure that you're providing the right message. So your job description will be the first glance at the role. Job descriptions have a few key components that you need to make sure to include. Obviously, the position's title, the purpose, duties and responsibilities, their qualifications, and the working conditions. Embracing innovative recruitment technologies. There are a lot of really cool tools out there that you can use to reach out to potential candidates, automate the search through all the resumes, and honestly a lot more. Using these tools can really help you sift through tons of applicants, which means that you're able to make a more quality decision on your next hire. Let's delve a bit deeper into the challenge of attracting and retaining your perfect candidate. Today's workforce, it's looking more than just a job. They're actually looking for a place where they are confident that they can grow and they can excel. So how can we ensure that our workplace becomes a talent magnet and a place where employees want to stay and grow? Well, offering competitive compensation benefits is a great first step. When it comes to compensation and benefits, having a competitive salary is just the tip. You want health and wellness, flexible work schedules, possibly working remotely, paid time off. All of these are ways that you can show your team that you value them. And knowing that there's a track forward are all great examples of the benefits that top talent is going to be looking for. Professional development is just so important because it's such a perfect opportunity for everyone to win, the company and the candidate. A great professional development package includes things like training programs, workshops, reimbursement for team members who are pursuing higher education, and honestly, just a ton more. The company gets a more well-rounded and successful individual, and then the team member gets to constantly improve in an environment where improvement is nurtured. Things like that are what foster a positive work culture. But there's even more that you can do. Culture is so huge, and I talked a bit about it on the last podcast, and I'm sure that I will definitely continue talking about it. But another great tool is to have an effective onboarding system. Onboarding is not just a one-day event. It actually starts before your actual new hire steps into the building on that first day. I do have a few articles on how to conduct a successful onboarding and a breakdown on how to write an effective job description on my website, www.omnihr.org, if you're interested for a little bit more detailed description on those. So now let's turn our attention to a topic close to our hearts: diversity and inclusion in the hiring process. Building a diverse team, it's not just about meeting the quota. It's about harnessing the power of varied perspectives. How can we create an inclusive hiring process that welcomes talent from all walks of life? An interesting technique that isn't really too hard to implement, it's called blind recruiting. So it's a concept where you remove any and all identification details from your candidates' resumes or their application. And then the hiring team is able to evaluate people solely based on their skills and their experience. Going back to culture again, Having an organization that's known to be accepting of all walks of life, no matter if someone's past, is really just a great label to have. But developing a culture like that, it doesn't just come up by accident. It's something that's reinforced with updated policies and new practices. And there should never be a mistake during the hiring process if the hiring team is properly trained. Understanding the right and wrong questions to ask during an interview and ensuring to follow all diversity and inclusion policies are absolutely critical. After your new hire has been hired and onboarded, providing them with a mentor is just a great way for them to feel welcomed and become the star team that your company needed. Thank you again so much for joining us on this deep dive into talent acquisition mastery. If you stuck with me this long, I truly appreciate it. And if you like the content, please rate the show. And if you're feeling a little crazy, maybe share it with someone.